Here on screen is 3 examples of how I've been able to get guys' metabolism essentially out the bin, fixed, and the physique they actually desired and came here for. You see, a lot of you have put your metabolism in the bin. I know this from speaking to members of my audience, and it's annoying because you actually have the drive, you actually have done the effort, you're actually willing to pull your calories so low that you can get the desired outcome. So, do you know what? I take my hat off to you. Like, fair play for actually pushing it. But let's apply this with some solid advice so you can actually get the result that you require. If you're new to the channel, by the way, welcome. My name's Tom Sergey. I run the Gorilla Platoon, which is an online physique transformation program where we get results like this each and every week, and then we just discuss them online. So let's first and foremost understand, how did we get to this point, but also on very low food? So you'd have started off on your journey, and you've probably heard, like, oh yeah, calorie deficit. And a lot of people, they'll turn that calorie deficit like a furnace, like you're trying to cook a cake really quick in the oven. And it doesn't work for cake, it doesn't work for body fat either. If you think I can drop 2 to 3 kilos in a week, it's never going to be true body fat. It will be some, 100%, but a lot of the time it will be body fat, water, maybe a bit of inflammation that's been reduced. So if you're seeing kilos absolutely melt away, just know it's not always going to all be body fat, and that's okay. Because body fat, like for a typical male size, if you're dropping around 1 kilo per week, perfect. Any more than that, it's probably not all going to be body fat, just for context. So you have sorted out on your calorie deficit. You've taken it quite low to begin with, and you're seeing results. You're like, cool, yeah, we're dropping. It's challenging, but we're dropping. We're seeing results, and this is nice. And that will work. That will absolutely work for a good period of time until it doesn't, because the body is a very clever mechanism. The body will essentially adapt to whatever you put it on. You can train your body to eat 600 calories a day, and it'll still store the body fat. You know why? Because it puts it into a space of just sheer survival. It thinks you're out in the wild, don't know when your last meal's coming in, so it's going to reserve some stores. The same way, like, if you've ever been in an abundant state in your life, you tend to, like, not need the thing, and you feel a lot better about yourself. Like, if I gave you all the women in the world, you'd be like, care less about women. They're like bottles of water. The same way, like literally, you're like, oh yeah, water's cheap because there's just so much of it. Hopefully forever. But the same literally goes for this. So, like, if we give you plenty of food, or we give you enough food, your body's going to be like, well, we're getting enough in, we don't need this excess storage of body fat. So I want you to treat your body in the exact same way. It's the same way your body will actually hold water if you are more dehydrated. But if you're well hydrated, your body will flush it and get rid of it. So, like, little tips in life. Always have abundance of everything. That's a like universal trait I want you to have. But in practical terms, how I want you to actually fix your metabolism is, and you're not going to like the first bit of advice, but I think when I say it, you're going to be like, yeah, fair enough, it makes sense. Let's say you come to me, you are in this position here, like these three guys literally did. Your food's low, you're not really dropping, but you're also nowhere near as lean as you want to. What we did for these guys is we ran them just below maintenance, and I'm talking just below it. The reason for that is, if you've eaten low food and I bring you back up to here, you're now going to eat more food. And initially you would say, but I'm going to gain weight. Bear with me a second. Simultaneously to eating more food, we're going to create the demand that your body needed that food through output. So of course you're going to be training 3 to 5 days a week, and you're really going to focus on that. You're going to use the food that you were not eating, the extra food, to really send it in the gym, to really push the extra reps, to really aim to get stronger throughout your sessions. And that's important because the more muscle you have, the more calories you'll actually need to eat anyway, the more we get you away from eating like really low food. Simultaneously to that, we're going to get you to do cardio. We're going to move through output. Obviously, we can't have high food and no output. Otherwise, of course, that's how you got to where you were in the first place. So we're going to push your output up as well. Start with 20 minutes of daily cardio. Heart rate stays between 120 to 130. Do it on something that's non-impact, so you can do it daily. You can block it if you want to. If you want to do like a 60-60 and like a 20 on another day, then feel free to do that. But the point of the matter is, you can do 140 minutes per week. You're also going to walk 10,000 steps per day. And the most important thing is, you're also going to sleep for 5 sleep cycles, so 7.5 hours. So you're probably going to need to be in bed for 8. This is you literally like doing everything you should do. And let's say you're going to hydrate for, let's say your height roughly, you need probably about 4.5 liters of water per day. You're going to do the absolute basics that you should have been doing all of your life for a period of 6 weeks. And you'll find something very beautiful happens. Number one, your body needs the food because you create a demand to burn through it. But because you're eating the food, your gym floor performance actually increases. Therefore, you get stronger, muscles are fuller, you feel better. You're doing your cardio so your heart is fitter, but also you're doing your cardio so you're actually still burning a fair amount of calories too. You're walking 10,000 steps a day, so A, your mental clarity is going to be a lot better, but B, most importantly, again, you're still burning more calories through your neat non-activity exercise thermogenesis. And then because you're doing all of the above, you're doing steps, cardio, and you're doing training, you're also, and let's say your routine needs to be on point now because you're making sure you're eating a certain amount of food consistently and doing all of these. By the time bedtime comes around, you're pretty cooked and you're ready to sleep, and then you sleep through. And what this does is just synchronizes the equilibrium of all aspects of your life. You will find, and for most of these guys, you'll still even end up dropping about a kilo or two across that 6 week period, because technically we are still in a little bit of a deficit. But what I want to call this phase, just so it doesn't make you feel like you're wasting your time, because well, obviously you can understand from this concept you're not wasting your time. I want you to call this a priming phase. You are priming your body ready for fat loss. Because let's say you've ran that for 6 weeks, you've got used to eating a good amount of food, you'll notice that your scale weight has not increased after the first week or two. It may do, just where you've got, and that's okay by the way, your scale weight may increase week 1 and 2 because there's physically more food inside you. Your muscles have more glycogen inside them, which they'll look fuller and better. So that's okay. But you'll find towards the back end, the scales are definitely not increasing. If anything, it may have decreased a little bit. Now we're ready to go into just straight up fat loss. Now we worked hard to get your body to eat a good amount of food, and we also, and the ratio, we want your carbs nice and high as well. So we're going to work hard not to drop that, as quick if we don't have to. So turn the dial of more output first. Do more cardio, so 20 minutes to 30 minutes, rather than going down in calories. Do whatever it takes to keep your food as high as you can for as long as you can. Because the way I want you to see this, you're trying to go from this to this, but you've only got so many striking tools to use. Because if your scale plateaus out, you can go from 20 minutes to 30 minutes. That's 1 life used. You can go from 30 to 40, 2 lives used. 40 to 50, 3 life used. Pull 200 calories, 5 lives used. You see where I'm going with this? You've only got so many before you're on 60 minutes of cardio and your food is lower than we want it to be. So we want to hit the midsection, we want to hit the abs before you run out of tools to play with in your box. Because otherwise, we're back to square one before you even watch this video. A lot of you have played all your tools and you're nowhere near where you want to be. And that's really the problem with this. And if you take anything away from this video, look at it like this. I've got so many tools, so many strikes to get down to the level of leanness I want to. If I waste my tools, I'm not going to get there. Most of you have wasted your tools. So if we look at it like this, I'm essentially re-oiling, re-tightening the screws, squaring away your toolbox so that you're ready for a good solid fat loss phase. And that's essentially the concept we're going to do to fix your metabolism, get it responsive, and ultimately get results like this, which every man deserves. Because when you walk around in a body like this, trust me when I say confidence through the all-time high. And a lot of these guys have spent a long period of their life nowhere near a six-pack. So now they get to walk around like this. And it just elevates how you feel about yourself. And you cannot put a price on that. The main reason you are where you are in life right now is down to your own self-image. It's how you see yourself, which is made up of your own beliefs and also what other people have said to you. If you can raise your self-image, you can literally raise the reality of your life. Like, you can go and do whatever you want. If I never had the belief in the self-image that I can get results like this and I can run the gorilla platoon, reference the flag in the background, we wouldn't be here today helping people get results, and I wouldn't be doing this full time. I'd be back doing what I was many moons ago before that. Well, I'd still be a soldier. So you must understand that if you can change your self-image, you can literally change your reality. You change your self-image by how you literally look and feel about yourself. And if the metabolism is the issue, then you've got the tools from this video to fix that. By the way, if you want to come and join us inside the Gorilla Platoon, there'll be a link in the description. If we're for you, come in, join on the inside, and we'll get you the result that you desire. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you tomorrow.